As the crowd continues to file in, we get set to bring you another exciting game. Welcome to a game featuring two teams from the AFC. Los Angeles matches up against Pittsburgh. Let's see how it plays out today as we get set for the kickoff. Number 11 is back and ready to put this one in the air. Good kick, should be returnable. From the 7. Number 31 returns this one to the 23. Ball on their own 23.
Start the drive at the 23-yard line. 1st and 10.
Let's go, be physical.
Ross, the lone back. Pressure, rolling right, on the run. Almost intercepted. He was in the right place at the right time, and that saved them from giving up a lot of yardage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Don't make a play.
The Steelers come out in a nickel package.
I can do it, man. We gotta believe this all day.
Throws it. Incomplete as the defender knocks it away. He deflected it just in time to avert the completion.
Third and 10. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Watch the clock still. Watch this. Hey, watch that 3.
Under pressure, gets the pass off. Ooh, nearly picked off.
They were in a zone defense in perfect position to make the play, but they let it get away.
Sapp comes into the game for the punt. Number 32 sets up, waiting for the punt. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 34-yard line.
Ball on their own 34.
34-yard line. 1st and 10.
McCormick will work out of the shotgun. Going to the air on 1st down. Looking for the long completion. And he had it and lost it. Incomplete.
That was a pretty good throw. The receiver was able to get to it. He just couldn't close the deal and bring it in for the catch.
Second and 10. Ball on the 34-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up. Play hard and fast, baby.
And he gets the delayed handle. Tag is there on the stop. Number 41 with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup.
Third and 5. Ball on the 39-yard line.
Nickelback in this time. Closing in. Gets the pass off. Owens comes up to make the play at the 42-yard line. Big gain on that play, 19 yards on 3rd down. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Let's go. Deuce it, deuce it.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Pass play here on 1st down. Throwing. Gets his hand on it.
And there's not one wide receiver who can ever claim that he's never dropped a pass. It's just part of the game.
Second and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Only one man back. He gets the carry. Fakes the handoff. Pressure coming. Floats one into the end zone. It's batted away. John, he rushed that throw.
And you should credit the defensive line. They do a nice job tying up the blockers and can bring pressure up the middle. When you combine their play with the fact that the defensive coordinator likes to bring additional blitzes from the outside, it can make for a very long day for the quarterback.
Here I go. So we gonna take it.
The Raiders come out with 3 down linemen and 7 defensive backs. Looking for the deep pass down the right side. Broken up. It looks like it's going to be an interference call. The only question is
Pass
against
interference on the defense. Number 42.
the defense
First
gets hit
down.
with a penalty that'll give them a first down after it should have been a 4th down.
First and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Watch the play. Here we come.
McCormick with a man in motion.
All on us, y'all. Get it started.
With a counter play. Spins away from the tackle. Teague is there on the stop. At the end, number 41. Running hard, going right through the arm tackles. They're 8 yards from the end
Ball
zone.
on the 8-yard line.
Let's go, baby. It's on. Let's go now. Let's go. Let's go. Be true.
Hands it off to the back. Teague comes up to make the play. At the 7-yard line, he lowers his head and powers his way to the first. It's first and goal at the 7.
Keep moving. Watch screen. Hey, watch the ball.
Hands it off. Blair is there for the tackle at the 5. Number 41 battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pick. They need 5 yards for a touchdown.
5-yard line.
Watch each other back.
McCormick sends a man in motion.
I can do it, baby. Watch the snap down. We're talking about bringing. Watch the play.
Hands it off. Andrews comes up to make the play. At the 5-yard line, number 41 takes it up the middle for a yard or 2. Five more yards to get it into the end zone.
Hey, watch the screen. Hey, let's go.
Number 32 in the backfield. Douglas is there on the stop at the 5. They're trying to get it out on the ground, and the defense says, not this time. Number 11 will try to put them ahead with this field goal. The kick is wide and off the mark. So they're ready to go on offense after the missed field goal. They'll start at the 20.
Come on. Will.
They're blitzing, throwing, knocked down. Moss had his hands on him.
I think he was invisible out there, wasn't even seen. And that's a break for the offense.
Second and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Bring it up, baby. Hey. Let's go, B.
With a counter play, he's brought down behind the line for a short blitz. He was met right at the line, might have even lost a little.
When you run it into the middle, you have to have some push or movement up front. If you can't get that movement, it makes things very difficult for your running back.
Here is a 3rd and long situation.
17-yard line.
Not today. Yeah, you see this.
Looking upfield. Play action. Looking for the deep pass down the right side. He's there for the catch. The 30, the 20, the 10. The receiver with a lot of open room. Touchdown, Raiders. The receiver got a step on his man and goes all the way. Moore comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good.
The offense kept taking and taking, and the defense kept giving and giving until they finally got the touchdown.
Nice distance. This one is taken by number 32.
You know that the offense has their eyes set on tying this thing up here on this drive. We'll have to see what they're able to put together.
So they have first and 10 here.
At the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Everything you got.
Here they come. Throwing. He hits his receiver. Blair is there for the tackle at the 28.
A successful offense is one that can run and throw for good yardage on first down.
And that's a gain of about 8.
Second and 2. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Do something. Come on.
Hand it off. T comes up to make the play at the 26-yard line. They went backward on that one.
And they ran right into the blitz. They should have changed the play at the line. Maybe an audible to a sweep or a pass play. Something like a quick slant.
Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Watch your man. Keep the throttle down.
Number 32, the lone setback. With a counter play, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. That third down run comes up short, so we should see a punt here. Number 31 will go back to accept this punt. This one goes out of bounds.
First and 10. Ball on the 40-yard line.
It's showtime, baby. We turn it up.
Ross is the deep back. Hand it off. Moss is there for the tackle at the 48-yard line. Ross kept his legs moving, gets 7 hard-earned yards.
Second and 3. Ball on the 48-yard line.
Here we go. Here it comes.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3.
Deuce it.
With the throw, hits the fullback with a short pass to the right side. Lincoln comes up to make the play. At the 48, didn't get much. Ball on their own 48.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go, man.
Hand it off to the fullback. They'll go with a play fake. Throwing on the run. Rudd is there for the tackle at the 46-yard line. The defense blitzes the corner, but the quarterback got rid of it quickly for a completion and a first down.
That was a great play because he saw him coming, remained calm, and threw an accurate pass.
Ball on the 46-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Get it up. Set it up, baby. So we gonna take it.
They'll pass on first down. Pressure, throwing. Knocked away. He was pressured as the defense forced the issue.
Yeah, and that's something the defensive coordinator mentioned in practice this week. Making the quarterback throw the ball before he's ready to throw it.
Second and 10. Ball on the 46-yard line.
One back. There we go.
Ross,
Let's go.
the lone
You
setback.
can't stop me. Here we go. Here we go.
A little misdirection.
Stop.
Pass Harris cuts him down at the 45. The defensive tackle stops him at the line of scrimmage. Third down play here. They have to get it to the 36. Crane back in the shotgun. Throwing. Complete to the wide receiver. Good tackle by the cornerback, stopping him from getting a first down. So as we get set for the punt, let's take a look at our returners' stats. He'll try to place this inside the 10. Won't take a chance trying to return this one.
They don't want to fall out of contention early, so they'll be looking to put together some kind of scoring drive on this possession.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Play football. We turning it up. Set. Ain't no play. Blue down, blue down. All right, now. Watch the snap down.
Under pressure, throwing short, swings it out to the left. Number 52 is there on the stop. Number 33 picks up about 4 yards on that reception. It's second down and 7 to go.
Ball on the 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go one deep. Things outside. You gotta have it deep.
This one is handed off. They'll go with a play fake. Looking for something long. The pass ball's incomplete. He threw it a little too soon and it missed the mark. The pass rush almost got to him.
I don't think he ever had a chance to set his feet. I'll tell you one thing, this defensive coach sure has his defensive lineman pumped up.
Third and 7. Ball on the 23-yard line.
Good shoot. Oh, no, deep.
A lot of speed on the field for the defense as they line up in the quarter. This one falls incomplete. He's lucky he got that one off, John. The defense brought everyone on the blitz.
They just went after the quarterback, but his quick release allowed him to escape a sack.
Good defensive stand there. Now they'll punt it away after a 3 and out. From the 40-yard line.
35-yard line. Return for a gain of 1 yard. The Raiders will start the drive at the 41-yard line. First and 10.
Not today.
Only one man back. With a counter play. Win created problems in the backfield on that play. Cross is getting up very slowly. It looks like he'll head toward the sideline, and we'll get you an injury report as quickly as possible. It's second down and a long way to go.
Ball on the 37-yard line.
The Steelers with a 4-man front. Harris, the man in motion. Looking to run it here. They'll spot this one at the 43-yard line. It's 3 tackles so far for him today. Kelly runs it through the middle, a gain of about 6. Cross goes back into the game after being injured earlier. The Steelers come out in a nickel package. Hand it off. Nice play fake. With the pass, he can't stay in bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense made a great stand right there.
Sapp will come in now to punt it away. Number 32 into return. Fair catch called for.
Now it's their turn to do something on offense. They're down by a touchdown early. But these guys have the kind of offense that can score any time they have the ball.
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 14-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, watch that screen.
McCormick sends a man in motion.
Get it up.
The blitz is on. Closing in. Dragged down from behind. The defense made it look easy.
Yeah, and that's the thing. When you have 4 down linemen, the 4 guys who have their hand in the ground are usually going to be the rushers, unless it's a zone dog. But they only had 3 guys, and that confused the offensive linemen about where the other rusher or rushers were coming from.
After 1 quarter of play, the score is 7-0. Raiders. The teams as switch sides, and we'll start the second quarter. Ball on their own 8.
Ball on the 8-yard line.
Number 41, the motion man.
Let us dictate.
Drops back, gets rid of it. Nearly intercepted.
Sometimes in zone coverage, a quarterback will throw to a spot where his receiver is supposed to be. That time, the only one there was a defender who couldn't make the catch.
Third and long. Ball on the 8-yard line.
Let's go. Keep it in front of you.
McCormick back in the shotgun. Gets the pass off, and he hits his target. Great defensive effort to keep them from getting close to the sticks.
Well, there aren't too many plays in the playbook for 3rd and a mile. You got to try something other than a short route.
Nothing happening on that drive, and they'll punt it away. And he waves for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 47-yard line.
Ball on their own 47.
47-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
The Steelers with a 4-man front. Dropping back to pass on first down. The rush gets to him from behind. Great effort that time, John. He's clearly one of the best in the league.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who's been playing for a while now. And let me tell you, he might never be better than he is right now.
Following the sack, it's 2nd and long.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Watch screen. Screen shoot.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3.
Here we go.
Dropping back, gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Lewis is there on the stop at the 45.
Screen passes are good options when you want to try and fool the defense or there's nothing open downfield.
3rd and 12. Ball on the 45-yard line.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. We're talking about real. This too easy.
Gets the pass off, and he makes the grab. John, he'll be well short of the first down.
Now here's the thing. The defense had all the guys covered who were beyond the marker. So it was up to the short man to make something happen after the catch, and he just couldn't do it.
Offense couldn't get it done, and they'll line up to punt. And so the punt goes out of bounds.
First and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
What's the hard count? One of us will make a play.
Only 1 man back.
Blue down, blue down.
Hand it off. Pushes off. Johnstone is there on the stop at the 26. Now let's have a look at what our runners have done up to this point. Ball on their own 26.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
From the start. Regular.
The defense lines up in the nickel. With the pass, jumps, and he has it.
He's a tough guy, and he'll go for those passes wherever they are.
On the play.
So as they get set to try to convert, here's what both teams have done on third down.
All day, baby, come on.
Number 41, Balone setback, hand it off. Ferris tackles him, but not before the first down is reached. They only needed a yard or so to convert, and that's just what he got. Ball on their own 38.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
We turning it up. All right, now. Hey, watch
Number
that
41
screen.
in the
We
backfield
can take it. Come on.
with a counter play. Jones comes up to make the play at the 44.
You never know when you're going to find some room and break loose into the secondary.
Second and 4.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package with the pass. This one falls incomplete. He won the battle at the line of scrimmage and forced a bad throw.
Every quarterback needs a little time to look over the field. Here we saw a defense who wasn't given any time at all.
Third and 4. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Don't make a play. Get some slack going.
Out of the I formation.
Let's go. Hey, let's go one deep. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Hand off to the tailback. Johnstone is there on the stop at the 49-yard line. About a 5-yard pickup for the first down.
The defense was taken out of their game plan on that play. No one was able to get away from their block until it was too late.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Get it started. There we go.
He gets the catch. Dropped in the backfield for a short loss.
He has a fast first step. He can explode through the hole, but he needs a line to create that little crease or cutback lane to break free.
And this is the 8th play of this drive. Ball at about midfield.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, B. Let's go.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it. This one falls incomplete. He barely got that one off.
Yeah, it wasn't a sack. What it did was make the quarterback adjust his throw, and it messed up his rhythm.
And this is the 9th play of this drive.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
Walk and draw screen. Watch the play.
McCormick from the shotgun. Looking comfortable in the pocket. Looking long down the right side of the field. Terrible way to end that drive, John.
When you put the ball right on the money, you expect it to be caught. When you put it on the money on third down and it's dropped, sometimes that's like a dagger.
Number 31. Looks like he's ready for the return. He's waving for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 12-yard line.
Deep in their own territory.
Start the drive at the 12-yard line. First and 10.
Yeah, go.
Ross, the lone back. Richards comes in motion. Going to the air on first down. Looking for something long. He had a shot but couldn't come up with it.
Even though that pass was incomplete, that kind of pass stretches the defense, softening up the middle for passes underneath, while allowing the running game to take advantage of a little more room at the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10. Ball on the 12-yard line.
Rush in. Let's go, boys.
The Steelers come out in a dime package. Gets rid of it. And it's caught. And he's knocked out of bounds at the 27.
The coach asks a lot of this guy, and he certainly performed out there today.
So they have first and 10 here.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Watch it back. All day, baby. Come on.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3. Gets the pass off. He finds his man. Westbrook is there on the stop. Crane has done a great job all year long. He's now passed for over 3,500 yards. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
All on us, y'all. What's the hard count?
Hand off to the tailback. Lewis comes up to make the play at the 42-yard line.
The defense is trying to shut down the running game early to force him to pass. We'll have to see if it works and causes him to give up on it here in the first half.
Second and 8.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Defense, get ready. Play football.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3.
Blue jam, blue jam.
Give it to the halfback. Spins away. Run is there on the stop at the 44-yard line. So after that run, we can see how the two main threats on the ground have fared so far. Ball on their own 44.
Ball on the 44-yard line.
Play two quarters, two quarters. Come on.
The Steelers come out in a nickel package. Gets rid of it with the adjustment. Lincoln comes up to make the play at midfield. This offense having no trouble moving the ball on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is having a lot of trouble stopping it. They can't seem to key on what they're doing and put an end to this drive.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
Come on. So we gonna take it. Move,
Ross,
move.
the man in motion. He'll pass on first down. Pressure coming. Throws it, and it's caught. They're going to spot this one at the 42. It's his third tackle in the contest. Crane, great athlete, and throws one of the prettiest balls in the NFL.
Yeah, receivers love playing with him because he'll never hang you out to dry. That's something he's always had. Good rotation and a soft touch.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Hey, let's go one deep. Watch screen.
They line up in the I formation. Pressure with the throw. Knocked down. Lincoln had his hands on it.
He's a pretty good cover linebacker. He can run with most guys, and he gets good position. Then he reads the pass, and he makes his move. But he'll drop a few like that one.
2-minute warning coming up.
Ball on the 42-yard line.
Stop here, let's go.
The Steelers with a four-man front. Crane sends a man in motion.
Let's run, man.
With a counterplay. The 30 run is there on the stop. That will keep the chains moving.
Yeah, that makes 2 times in this drive they've given up the first down on third down. As a defensive coordinator, giving up those types of yards will drive you absolutely nuts.
Ball on the 28-yard line. And this is the 10th play of this drive. Almost at the 2-minute mark now.
Stay at home.
The Steelers come out in a 4-3.
Let's go.
Ball on the 28-yard line. 10th play of this drive. So 2 minutes left before halftime.
Let's go.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3.
All day, baby. Come on. Here we go.
Under pressure, gets the pass off. Westbrook is there on the stop at the 24. Crane completes that one, and it goes for about 4 yards. It's second down and 6 to go.
Ball on the 24-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The lineup with 6 defensive backs. Tosses it out to the right. Gets away. Run is there for the tackle at the 15. Ross pushing his way through the would-be tacklers. He picks up solid yardage.
First
12th
and 10.
play of this drive.
Ball
Down
on the
inside the 15.
15-yard line.
Here we go. Blue jam, blue jam. Watch out.
The backs are lined up in an I. Tosses it right. Smith comes up to make the play at the 12-yard line. Ross runs off tackle for a gain of a couple. So it's second down now.
And here's a chance for the offense to make their move. The defense could be sending a blitz, so I'd go with something to my running back. A swing pass or maybe even a screen. If they execute, they could put this one in the end zone.
Here comes the blitz with the pass. Almost picked off. Dropped in the end zone, so the offense still has possession.
And that's the last thing you want as a defender, to have the ball go right through your hands in the end zone.
And this is the 14th play of this drive.
12-yard line.
And we can attribute this lead to their ability to convert on third down. Broken up. Harris was the intended receiver on that play. Smith with the coverage. Moore comes into the game to try the field goal. The veteran connecting for the field goal. That field goal puts them up by double digits, a 10-point lead. Booming kick downfield. This one is handled by number 32. So after being forced to punt the last time they had it, the offense heads back out onto the field. Ball on their own 20.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
We turn it up. Not today.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package. Closing in. Throwing. Blair is there on the stop. Throws it in double coverage, but they come away with a first down.
First and 10. Ball on the 38-yard line.
Do something. Let's go, man.
Using split backs.
Let's run, man.
Throws it. They'll spot this one at the 42-yard line. He found the ball carrier to make his fourth stop of the game. Number 80 didn't have much room to do anything with that one.
Yeah, they had the coverage, and they made the sure play instead of trying something fancy, like going for the pick.
McCormick starts out of the shotgun.
Play hard and fast, baby. Let's go. From the start. Let's go.
Pressure coming. Looking for something long. Drops the interception. Good timing getting in between the ball and the receiver to save what would have been a big gain. And let's see if they can convert on third down. If they do, then we'll see how they choose to manage the clock.
3rd and 7. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Give me ball. All day, baby. Come on.
With the pass, incomplete as the defender knocks it away. Number 56 had the coverage on the play. Number 11 is ready to punt this one away. Number 31 lines up deep for the punt return. And he signals for the fair catch.
Fair catch made at the 18-yard line.
They have two choices here. They can get a little greedy and try to drive for some more points, or they can just play it safe and go with a few running plays.
The Raiders will start the drive at the 18-yard line. 1st and 10.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3. Looking for room. Gets rid of it. Pass ball's incomplete. And good pressure forced him to get rid of the pass early.
Any way you look at it, an incomplete pass is a heck of a lot better than throwing it to the other guy.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line.
Watch it.
The Steelers with a four-man front. Harris moves in motion. Handed off to the back. Number 59 is there on the stop. Cross looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information.
Good routes by the receivers will be the key if they're hoping to get this first. I wouldn't be surprised to see their back flare out towards the sidelines, especially if there's a blitz.
Here we go. Play football. You can't stop. Deuce it. It's showtime, baby. Play it. Let's go. We turning it up. Here we come. Up top. Watch out. Take it up, baby. Bring it.
Hand off to the tailback. Play action. Gets rid of it. He hits his receiver. Number 82 comes up with the big catch on third down.
He made a great move right at the line of scrimmage to give him that little bit of separation he needed.
Ball on their own 29. The injury sustained earlier was minor, and they expect him to return to the game after a series or two.
Hey, watch that screen. They ain't got nothing. Let's go, D. Let's go. Watch your eyes. Not today. Good shoot. Everything you got.
It's the end of the second quarter with the score. The Raiders ahead of the Steelers 10-0. As we take a look at his success returning kicks, we get ready for the kickoff. Moore comes in to kick off. Good distance. This one is fielded by number 32. Sheds the penalty.
This is where you want to respond quickly, or this could turn into a battle for field position.
Cross returns from being injured.
Hey, let's go, 1D. Play football. There we go.
Only one man back. Pressure, throws it. He appeared to feel the pressure there.
So many passing attacks in the NFL rely on timing. When you can put pressure on the passer, you never give him a chance to get into a rhythm, and you force him to throw the ball before he wants to.
2nd and 10. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Looking upfield. Nice play fake. Gets rid of it. Johnstone comes up to make the play at the 44. Nice ball going to the air, and that'll move the chains. So they have 1st and 10 here.
Keep moving. Let's go. Let's go.
They line up in the I formation.
Here we go, baby. Rock and roll. We turning it up.
With the pass, almost intercepted. Number 8 was his intended target.
Number 80, the intended receiver on the play. Second and 10. Ball on the 44-yard line.
Defense, get ready.
The backs are lined up in an I. Throws it. The wide receiver has it. Blair comes up to make the play. McCormick goes that pass for a gain of 7. 46-yard line's the spot they have to get to convert on this 3rd down play. On the ground. Douglas is there for the tackle at the 43-yard line. So let's take a look at how this back compares to the opposition. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Keep the throttle down. Get it up.
Hand it off to the fullback. Jones comes up to make the play.
The best backs in the league average 4 to 5 yards a carry, but there are a lot of things that go into a successful running game. You got to have good play calling, good blocking up front, and a back that can take advantage when he sees the opening.
5-yard gain. Ball on the 39-yard line.
39-yard line.
You gotta have it, D. I can do it, man. Oh,
Gives the ball off. Number 56 is there on the stop at the 33. Number 41 with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. Third down, and the spot they'll have to reach for a first is the 33. They come out in a dime package. Hand off to the tailback. Ferris stops him short of the marker. And it looks like they'll be short of the first down after the defensive end made the tackle. If they can make this field goal, they'll be within a touchdown. The field goal is missed, and still nothing on the board for them. After the missed field goal, they're set to go on offense at the 42. Ross lines up behind his fullback in the eye. With a counter play. Quinn is there on the stop at the 43-yard line. And now our viewers can see how successful each team's main running threat has been today. Ball on their own 43.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Set. We're coming to the right. Keep it up. Left. Clear.
Going long. Right on target to the wide receiver. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The quarterback went through his progressions and found a receiver that he thought had the best chance to haul it in for the score.
They'll line up for the extra point. The extra point attempt is good. And with that right there, they've now scored 17 unanswered points.
They just can't seem to stop him.
Moore is just about ready to kick this one away. Sends it sailing. This one is handled by number 32. The last drive culminated with a missed field goal attempt. Let's see what happens as they take over again. Ball on their own 16.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
The Raiders come out in a nickel package.
Here we go.
A little misdirection. Pushes over. Douglas is there on the stop at the 25.
You can't have a good running attack without blocking. But blocking alone won't get you what you need. You got to have a back who can find the holes when they're there.
It's second down and 1 to go.
Ball on the 25-yard line.
Ace. Nothing. They don't get nothing. Let's turn it up, D.
Drops back. Gets the pass off. It's batted away.
Great position and great reaction made that play happen.
Number 31 was there on the coverage.
Third and 1. Ball on the 25-yard line.
Come on. So we gonna take it. Go make a play.
Only one man back. Good protection with the throw, and he makes the grab. They convert for the first down on that throw.
And they ran the perfect play to get those couple of yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 30-yard line.
Check it. Hey, let's go.
They'll go from the I formation. McCormick with a man in motion.
This side.
Looking upfield. Tanner is there on the stop at the 41. Good gain on the ground gives them what they needed for a first.
And that's just good running. They sent a couple of blitzes in to try and stop him in the backfield, but he just broke free and got past the sticks for a first down.
It's first and 10.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Only one man in the backfield. Hand it off. Number 56 comes up to make the play at the 44. The move to change again after another long gain on the ground.
You know, I was talking to the coach the other day, and he said he wanted to emphasize the run a little more. And that's exactly what we're seeing.
So they have first and 10 here.
One more, fellas. Let's go.
Number 32, the lone setback. Randall moves in motion.
Be careful. Watch the snap down.
Gets the toss to the left. Is there for the tackle.
When your offensive line is getting a good push up front, it's a lot easier to pick up yardage on the ground.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Here we go, baby. We're talking about green. You gotta have it.
The Steelers line up in a 5-receiver set this time. Under pressure.
They got to find a way to give him a little more time back there. The defense was in man coverage, so he had some options out there in the secondary. He just didn't have the time to decide where he wanted to go with it.
Third down. They have to get it to the 34-yard line for a first. The Steelers line up in the bunch formation. Drops back.
Hey, let's go, one deep.
With the throw. Gets his hand on it.
That is a catch you have to make. The quarterback did a pretty good job getting the ball to his receiver, and he just dropped it.
He'll try to place this one inside their 5. Fair catch.
First and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
All right, here we go. Hey, watch the screen. Go, one.
Only one man back. Hand off to the tailback. Lincoln is there on the stop at the 22-yard line.
He was looking for a place to run, but all those places were filled up with guys waiting to tackle him.
It's second down and 8 to go.
Ball on the 22-yard line.
The Steelers come out in a 4-3. They give it to the halfback. They're going to spot this one at the 27. He found the ball carrier there again, and that's something we've seen plenty of in this game. Ball on their own 27.
Ball on the 27-yard line.
Let's go. One,
The defense has had difficulty stopping them on third down. Looking deep to the right. What a catch. Moss is there for the tackle at the 43. And it's good for a first down. Ball on the 43-yard line.
Ball on the 43-yard line.
Here we go. Watch each other's back.
The Steelers with a 4-man front.
Come on. Let's go.
Tucks it away. Lincoln comes up to make the play at the 41-yard line.
They might not be busting off big games, but those linemen are really working hard down there.
Gain of 2. Second and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
What's the hard count? No stop.
Ross, the lone back.
Here we go, baby.
With the carry, dropped in the backfield for a short loss. Very little blocking to work with on that play.
Yeah, that's just great play from the defense. They play with great leverage up front and always seem to get penetration. When you have defenders in the backfield, it makes it very difficult to run or pass.
Third down, and the spot they'll have to reach for a first is the 33.
Let's go, be physical.
The Steelers come out in a dime package.
Watch the ball be stopped.
With the throw, and it's complete. They get first down yardage on that hookup.
Results in a first down. First and 10. Ball on the 28-yard line.
Number 59 comes up to make the play at the 26-yard line.
This team's always trying to get a good mix of run and pass plays.
It's second down and 8 to go.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Watch the snap down. Bring it.
Dropping back.
Watch the ball.
Closing in. Gets the pass off. Broken up. He somehow got that pass off.
The play didn't work because the quarterback's timing and balance was off. When he starts to feel pressure, he gets a little nervous, and he has to get rid of the ball.
Ninth play of this drive.
Ball on the 26-yard line.
Consistent success on third down, which they've had, usually translates into a win.
The 10. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
The receiver ran a perfect route when he turned around just in time to see the ball and make the catch.
Moore comes in for the extra point. The point after is good.
Football is all about trusting your teammates to make good decisions out there in the heat of the battle. When you can do that, everybody starts firing on all cylinders, and you can come up with drives like the one we just saw.
And he got all of that one, a great kick. This one is taken by number 32. The offense takes over after they were unable to get any points on their last drive. First and 10.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go. Come on.
Out of the I formation.
Blue game. Drop him out. There we go. All on us, y'all.
Hand off to the tailback. Number 52 comes up to make the play.
On the carry.
They've done a pretty good job moving the ball in the ground.
Ball on their own 28.
Ball on the 28-yard line.
Be careful. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go, baby. Rock and roll.
Pumps. Pressure coming. Throws it. Ooh, nearly picked off. It looks like it's going to be an interference goal. The only question is against whom?
First down.
Number 40 didn't let him go for the ball.
Both the defender and the receiver have a right for the ball, but the defender has to at least pretend he's looking for the pass. They'll get called every time.
First and 10. Ball on the 42-yard line.
Deuce it. Let's go.
Number 41, lone setback. Johnstone got very good penetration there. Probed the middle, but was turned away.
They have two pretty good run stoppers in the middle of that line. And they can cause some plays like that.
Second and
long.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
They ain't got nothing. Let's go.
So we've reached the end of the third quarter with the Raiders ahead of the Steelers 24-0. The teams are set for the fourth quarter of play. It's second down and a long way to go.
On the 41-yard line.
You gotta believe it. It's our day. We like to
The blitz is on. Gets the pass off. Broken up.
He needs to do a better job putting the pass in a spot where only his guy can get it. Those tip passes can turn into interceptions pretty easily.
Mills was the one they were trying to get the ball to.
Third and 11. Ball on the 41-yard line.
They come out in a dime package.
Hey, let's go.
Pressure, throwing. It's broken up. The defender got in between the ball and the receiver again.
Intended receiver on the play.
Number 11 comes into the game for the punt. Number 31 is back to receive this kick. And so the punt goes out of bounds. Ball on their own 34.
Ball on the 34-yard line.
Let's go, B, let's go. Come on.
46 defense in this time. What a collision. Moss comes up to make the play at the 38-yard line. Gain of 3. Second and 6.
Ball on the 38-yard line.
Clear. Back it up, baby.
The Steelers come out in a 4-3. This one is handed off. Play action. Rolls right. Throws it. Jumping and has it. Shakes off the tackle. Number 59 is there on the stop. With that pass, he closes in on 300 yards.
First and 10. Ball on the 47-yard line.
Everything you got. Watch your eyes.
Ross lines up behind his fullback in the
I'm
eye.
talking about bring it. It's showtime, baby.
Handed off to the back. Hurdles the defender. Smith comes up to make the play at the 47. Ross picks up some tough yards there. Second down and 4 to go.
Ball on the 47-yard line.
Let's run, man. Let's do our thing. Let's do
The
our thing.
Steelers with a 4-man front. Fires this one deep. Jumping and has it.
They have a lot of respect for his speed. A lot of times he gets a pretty big cushion. And that's where he's going to want to break off a route and use his speed to create run after the catch.
First
Down
and 10.
inside the 15.
Ball on the 16-yard line.
Solo. What screen?
The Steelers come out in a nickel package.
Don't make the play. Do something.
Hand off to the tailback. Smith is there for the tackle at the 6-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Six yards away from a
Ball
touchdown.
on the 6-yard line.
Watch the play. Press strong. Come on.
Drops back.
Converge on that.
Throws this one away. He didn't want to risk an interception and decides to throw it away. Six more yards and they'll put up 6.
Ball on the 6-yard line.
Here we come.
They've executed very well on 3rd down so far, and that's a big reason why they're ahead at the moment. Nearly intercepted. Hold on, we've got a penalty on the play. Let's check it out.
Number 64.
Number 64 held them up.
The rule on the hold is you can't let your hands go to the outside of the body. If your hands do move outside, then you have to move them back in as soon as you can, or you'll get called for holding.
Third and 10. Ball on the 16-yard line.
Don't stop that motor. Here we go, baby.
They have a big lead, and they're on the move again inside the 20. Handed off to the back. Quinn is there on the stop at the 14-yard line. 4th down upcoming, but they're in position to add to their lead.
Yeah, and that's what they wanted to do. Control the ball and the clock while getting into position to have at least 3 points.
So this one will be from about 31 yards out. The kick sails through. It's good. The Raiders pour it on with another score. Moore in to kick this one off. This one is fielded by number 32. Powering ahead.
This is one of those situations where they're playing for respect. The game really hasn't gone the way they thought it would, but they have a lot of pride in their team. And I'd expect to see them keep fighting till that final whistle.
First and 10.
Will start the drive at the 22-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, watch the ball. We turn it up. Get it up. Blue jam, blue jam.
Hand off to the tailback. Fumble. The Raiders are there to pick up the ball. And a flag is down on that play. His face mask may have been pulled.
Got an inadvertent face mask on the defense. Number 28.
The team with the most discipline is a team that doesn't commit stupid penalties, and they're the team that usually executes better.
Hey, let's go. Let's go, boys.
Number 41, the lone setback.
All on us, y'all.
Dropping back to pass on first down. With the pass, off target, and he goes down to make the catch. Jones is there for the tackle. John, he's proven he's a consistent target.
Yeah, especially in situations where they're looking to get first down yardage.
First and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line.
Hand it off. Number 56 is there on the stop at the 41-yard line. Number 41 rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Ball on their own 41.
Ball on the 41-yard line.
Rush in. Deuce it, deuce it. Here we go, baby.
Fires this one deep. Broken up.
He has to do a better job of looking off the coverage before he makes a throw like that.
Mills was the intended receiver on that play.
Third and 6. Ball on the 41-yard line.
Let's go now.
Gets the pass off. Complete to the wide receiver. Jones comes up to make the play. McCormick looks to be shaken up after that play, and we'll get you a report from the sideline when we get the information. It's first and 10.
Ball on the 40-yard line.
We're talking about Reed. Hold the look. Hey, watch the ball.
Receives the handoff. Runs for the tackle. Teague is there for the tackle at the 35-yard line. Number 32 busted through for a few tough yards. Ball on the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35-yard line.
Let's go, B. Let's go. This is Flacco.
Only one man in the backfield. Under pressure.
And this defense does what it takes to bring down the quarterback. They've got the outside rush, the inside rush, and they have all the right moves.
They're looking now at 3rd and long after the sack. The injury sustained earlier was minor, and they expect him to return to the game after a series or 2. Steps up, closing in, unleashes the deep ball. No completion there.
It's very hard to be successful if you can't convert on 3rd down. It's very hard to convert on 3rd down if you guys can't find a way to hang on to the ball.
I don't think they have a choice. They have to go for it. Dropping back to pass here, needing a big 4th down conversion. It was tipped.
The Raiders will start the drive at the 40-yard line. First and 10.
Watch your eyes.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3.
Stay hard and fast, baby.
to the tailback. Smith is there on the stop at the 46-yard line. Cross with a nice burst through the middle that time. 5-yard pickup. Second and 4 coming up here.
46-yard line.
Under 10. All right, here we go.
The Steelers with a 4-man front. Number 20 goes in motion. Looking to run it here. Number 59 is there for the tackle at the 50-yard line. Cross rumbles forward for a gain of 4. Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 50-yard line.
I'm coming through, baby.
The Steelers come out in a 4-3. Hand off to the tailback. Lincoln is there on the stop at the 49-yard line.
First and 10. Ball on the 49-yard line.
Out of the I formation. Crane with a man in motion. This one is handed off. Lincoln comes up to make the play. 5-yard gain.
5-yard gain on the play.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
Ball on the 45-yard line.
There we go. It's on.
The Steelers line up in a 4-3. Fullback handoff. This one will be spotted at the 29-yard line. He gets his 11th tackle of the game with that takedown. They pick up 16 yards.
First
2-minute
and 10.
warning coming up.
Ball on the 29-yard line.
Come on.
Hand it off. Rennick is there for the tackle at the 26. Defensive tackle surged through the line to bring the runner down.
Second and 8. Ball on the 26-yard line.
So we gonna take it.
Nickelback in this time. With a counterplay. Rudd is there on the stop at the 13. Good blocking up front and a nice gain on the counter.
Yeah, and that was a perfect call in that situation. He did a nice job avoiding the first wave of defenders, then converting for the first down.
First and
8th
10.
play of this drive.
Ball
They're
on the
inside the
13-yard
15.
line.
A little misdirection. Quinn is there for the tackle at the 11-yard line. Kelly battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Second and 8 coming up here.
Ball on the 11-yard line.
Under 10.
The Steelers with a 4-man front. And with a counterplay. Touchdown, Raiders.
They had everything working on that play. The line did a good job up front. The back picked the right hole, and the defense wasn't there to make the tackle.
Moore comes in to attempt the point after. The point after is good. The Raiders have it all working now as they continue to expand their lead. Nice kick. Plenty of distance. This one is fielded by number 32.
It sure doesn't look like they're going to be able to come back in this one, but it's an issue of pride. They want to prove that they're better than they've played so far.
The
Ball on their own
Steelers will
20.
start the drive at the 20-yard line. First and 10.
Defense, get ready.
The Raiders come out in a nickel pack with the pass almost picked off. And they have to go to the air because they need big plays fast.
That's right. You got to have composure in these situations. Find your receivers who can pick up yardage after the catch. But most importantly, you have to keep the chains moving.
Ball on the 20-yard line.
Watch it. Let's go. Be good.
Going for the deep man. Drops the interception.
He's back in his zone. He's reading. He sees the quarterback the whole way, and then he gets a chance at an interception. He just didn't finish the play.
Third and 10. Ball on the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Watch your eyes. Not here. Not now. Check it. All day, baby. Come on. We're talking about real.
Pressure coming. Gets the pass off. And the receiver is not able to make the adjustment to the underthrown ball. Edwards was his intended target. Number 31 is the deep return man. From the 46-yard line. Number 31 takes the punt to the 49.
I think their best bet here is to run it with a simple handoff. You just never know what could happen on a toss play.
Ball on the 49-yard line.
At the 49-yard line. First and 10.
Hey, watch the ball.
Crane sends a man in motion.
Let's go now. Keep the throttle down.
Hand it off. Win is there for the tackle at the 48-yard line.
When he sees something open to the inside, he has to take it. This defense has a lot of those quick linebackers and safeties. And that makes it very difficult to run to the outside against him.
Ball at midfield.
Ball on the 48-yard line.
Let's go. What's the hard count?
Hand off to the tailback. Rudd comes up to make the play at the 46. Cross battles his way forward for what appears to be a 2-yard pickup. Third down, and to convert, they have to get it to the 39 on this play.
Let's go. I'm coming through, baby. Here we come.
Hand it off. He lost it. The Raiders get it. The offense recovers its own fumble. Sapp would like to place this one inside the 10. That'll wrap this one up, and the final score is Los Angeles 34, Pittsburgh 0. This game is presented by the authority of the National Football League and EA Sports. Any publication, rebroadcast, or other use of the descriptions and accounts of this game without the expressed written permission of EA Sports is prohibited. This is Al Michaels. Good night.